E te whakaminenga, tēnā tātou. Takitu mō ngā ākona ka whakanuia i tēnei rā. Please be standing and welcome our December 2025 graduates. Ho mai te pakipaki. Taki noho. I ngā iho o ngā maunga whakahi, tau mai ki puke hinau ki te herenga waka, ki te rohe-rohenga o te atiawa taranaki whānui. Tēnei te reo pōhiri o te herenga waka kia koutou katoa. E te manukura, te tumu whakarai, ngā kaimahi, ākona, o tira koutou katoa ngā whānau, me ngā hoa, kua tai mai ki tēnei hui whakapūmau. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa, morena and huro! 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 Ka pai. Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, dignitaries, staff, whānau and friends, we are delighted to welcome you here today to Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, for this graduation ceremony for graduates from Te Whānau o Akupai, Faculty of Education, Te Wāhanga Aronui, Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, Te Wāhanga Tātai Hauora, the Faculty of Health, and Te Wāhanga Waihanga-Hoahoa, the Faculty of Architecture and Design Innovation. I am Professor Rawenia Higgins, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Māori and Kaitiakitanga, and I will be your MC today. This morning we celebrate the achievements of your whānau member, friend or colleague. Now I just have a few announcements before we get into the ceremony. We want to encourage you to share and post your photos of today's ceremony and to tag the university on your socials. We also encourage you to like or love the photos that you see so that more of our whānau can share in today's celebration. A very warm welcome also to whānau and friends throughout Aotearoa and from across the globe viewing these proceedings via our live stream. At the end of last year, we celebrated the reawakening of this building, Te Tumu Herenga Waka, and the opening of Ngā Mokopuna, and last December was the first set of graduation ceremonies held back here at our marae, and we want to acknowledge you all who have chosen to graduate here today. But before we get underway, just some housekeeping matters. And the first one is, in the enthusiasm, I see all our graduates today have already put their hats on. I'm just going to ask you to take them off because we haven't actually done the tikanga part that lets you put them on. So if you can take your hat off. I know you might have coiffed your hair ready for that, but there's an actual tikanga that goes with putting your hat on. Anyhow, for the whānau and for yourselves, the wharepaku are just located down the past the deck here. Just follow the signs or ask someone who has a high-vis vest on. Now, our wharepaku are a little bit special. They are vacuum toilets, and so they must be treated with care. If you struggle with how to flush the toilet, please come and ask somebody and we can help you. But follow the signs that are in the wharepaku. If the fire alarm rings, please exit the marae ātea in an orderly fashion and assemble on Kelvin Parade, the street out the front. Make sure the entrances to the building are clear for emergency services. In the event of an earthquake, drop, cover and hold, ensuring your head and neck are protected. After the shaking stops, we will make an assessment and give further instruction. Now, we encourage you to celebrate the achievements of your whānau, friend or colleague with waiata, haka, ngeri and karanga. Hoi anō, please be mindful this is not te matatini. So we don't need the whole bracket. Nō reira kia poto, engari whakanuia. Whakatairangahia tō te maiti, tō whanauna. Again, whānau, I must stress, there is no need for the whole matatini bracket unless you are matatini worthy, of course. Then we might make an exception. Graduates, when your name is called, please make your way directly to the Chancellor for a photo. You will then move to receive your certificate and taonga. Ka huri nai nei ki te manukura o Te Herenga Waka. I would now like to introduce to you the Chancellor of Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington. This is a role that dates back to the Middle Ages when the first universities were established. The Chancellor is the Chair of the University Council, which is the governing body responsible for setting the university's strategic direction. E te whakamenenga. Nei rā te manukura o Te Herenga Waka. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chancellor, Alan Judge.
Ena mana, ena reo, era rangatera mā, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Lalofo lava, melo elele, and warm Pacific greetings. Welcome distinguished guests, Te Herenga Waka staff, family, whānau, friends, and especially to you, our graduates. It gives me great pleasure to speak to you all today to celebrate a significant milestone in your lives. First, on your behalf, I'd like to thank the staff of this university, some of whom are sitting beside me and behind me, for their commitment to impart knowledge, act as mentors, and provide day-to-day support, which has resulted you in sitting here today as graduates. Can I ask you to take this opportunity to put your hands together to thank the staff of the university that have supported you through this journey. Today, we're not only here to acknowledge your academic achievements and watch you cross the stage to collect your qualification, but to recognise your perseverance and resilience in completing your studies at a time when we're encountering many different challenges that will shape your generation for years to come. The rise of artificial intelligence presents both opportunities but also ethical dilemmas. Climate change is an urgent crisis that demands innovation and action to protect our planet. We're living in an increasingly polarised world with political, cultural and social divisions growing. However, it is heartening to see the power of collective action with social movements amplifying voices for justice, equality and human rights. I know some of you may have faced well-being challenges while at university. All of you have faced the increased cost of living and of education. And many of you will have needed to have worked significant hours in paid jobs while balancing your studies and possibly also living in some cold, damp flats at times. We also recognise that the job market is currently challenging. But I believe that your qualification and personal resilience places you as the next generation of our workforce, our future leaders and innovators, in a strong position to address both personal and societal challenges with creativity, empathy, and determination. During your time at Victoria University of Wellington, you will have forged friendships that have sustained you through late-night study sessions, challenging exams, and possibly even some moments of self-doubt. These friendships are not just fleeting connections, but enduring bonds that will continue to support you as you navigate the complexities of life. Cherish and nurture these relationships. for they are the foundation of your personal and professional networks. The values that you will have cultivated during your time at university, integrity, perseverance, and empathy, will support you through life. Your values are not static, they will evolve over your lifetime, but I encourage you to actively uphold and reinforce your values over time. By living our values, we contribute to a more ethical and a compassionate world. There's a lot of negativity around at the moment, and at times this can be overwhelming, as we're fed a menu of constant negative news on the economy, geopolitical tensions, and dislocation in societies. It's important for you to understand what activities and communities provide you with a space for human interaction, a sense of optimism and reflection. For me, it's immersion in the visual arts and tramping in the mountains, but it could be as simple as sharing a meal with family, whānau, friends, or playing sport. Whatever this is for you, leave space for those activities that allow you to connect with others and be optimistic about the future. One thing that makes me optimistic is the wave of talent that's graduating from Te Waka each year. And we recently celebrated 5 distinguished alumni that have and are making outstanding contributions to society. Dr. Ratu Mataira, a leading physicist exploring nuclear fusion as a clean energy source. Vincent O'Malley, an award-winning writer and historian who is helping New Zealanders understand our own history. Tania Heki, an actor, director, producer of theatre, a leader for the arts in New Zealand. Di Henwood, who we all know as a leading comedian, but who is now sharing with us his personal battle living with cancer. And finally, David Harland, who is a diplomat and executive director in a foundation based in Geneva that specialises in mediation of armed conflict. And of course, sitting in front of me today and about to receive their qualification are individuals, all of you, who will also make an outstanding contribution to whānau, community, to New Zealand, and on the global stage. So yes, I am optimistic about the future. As we celebrate your achievements today and reflect on your time at Te Waka and in Wellington, reflect on your values, the relationships that you have built here, be proud of your achievements, and be optimistic about the future. You're now one of our 150,000 graduates worldwide that are achieving great things. Welcome, congratulations, enjoy this moment, ngā mihi nui.
E nāia nei ka huri tātou ki te wāhanga whakau I ngā tauira. The Chancellor will now recognise the graduates as listed in the graduation program. Will all degrees, diplomas and certificate graduates please stand? That's you, Whānau. The ones who were trying to wear the hat.
I, Alan Judge, Chancellor of Te Waka Victoria University of Wellington, would like to formally recognise the persons whose names are entered in the presentation of graduates, the degrees, diplomas and certificates there appearing, and confirm they have been admitted to these degrees, diplomas and certificates in this university. Congratulations to you all. As graduates, you may now put on your trenches.
Taki noho. Graduates, please be seated. Ka huri e nāia nei ki te tuku I ngā tohu. We now move on to honouring the graduates listed in the presentation of graduates. Each graduate will be called to the front to be congratulated, beginning with the award of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Our name reader today, Kelly Keen Tuala, ngā te kahununu ki Wairarapa, Rangitāne me Ngāpuhi, will read the personal biographies. The Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nick Smith, will read the doctoral summaries. The Chancellor will congratulate these graduates as they come forward. Oscar Wakelin o Ngāti Hine will present taonga to those PhD graduates who have been part of Mai Ki Pōneke. Mai Ki Pōneke is part of an international network of Māori and Indigenous postgraduate students hosted by Ngā Pai o Te Māramatanga Centre of Research Excellence. Mai members come from a range of disciplines across the sciences, social sciences, humanities, law and architecture. The Mai program provides advice, support and information to Māori and Indigenous PhD students. Aria ngārimu ngō Ngāti Porou, Ngāti Kahununu ki te Wairoa, rongo mai wahine te whānau Aronui, rawa ko Kaia Hudson, Ngāti Hine, Ngāti Awa, Tūhoi, Ngaitai ki tōrere, Tumuaki Takirua of Ngai Tauira, the Māori Students Association will present taonga to all graduates.
Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. As the Chancellor's talked about, there are so many things to be positive about. And as we stand here and sit here on the atia of this Aronui overlooked by Ngā Mokopuna in the middle of this fantastic university, Te Herenga Waka, I'm reminded constantly of our central metaphor, the gathering of the waka. And we often add Te Herenga Waka, he herenga tangata, the gathering of the people. And the gathering of the people represents the wave of talent that the Chancellor has just talked about. And so first and foremost, this morning is a celebration. It's a celebration that we're expecting to have haka, to have waiata, as Ra has already foreshadowed. And I'd just like to give advanced warning that I will be doing the haka alongside you. I will be singing the waiata with you, but mostly on the inside. So I'm humbled to be able to introduce our PhD graduates who have achieved the very highest degree that this university can offer. They have contributed to our fundamental role, enriching knowledge, creativity, and the diverse ways in which we can understand the world. And their research is a key contribution in that area. Our doctoral graduates achieve academically at the very highest level, and their research, as we shall hear, has provided insights into some of the major questions that society faces. It is increasingly difficult in our contemporary world to separate expertise from opinion, and yet they have spent years learning their craft to do exactly that. They can help us understand the past, the present, and the possible futures. They're independent thinkers and makers who are active and engaged global citizens. We are very proud to know them. The short citations that I will share give only a glimpse of the impact and innovation of their work. They do, however, show the significant issue that the next generation of scholars, professionals, and teachers are pursuing. Would the doctors of philosophy please come forward?
Before we start calling the graduates forward, I'd like to let you know that we asked each of them to write a brief profile about themselves. In particular, we asked them to tell us a little bit about who they are and what their futures may hold. As I call the graduates forward, I will acknowledge them by name and tribal affiliation and then read their profile. Nabila Husna binti Abdul Rahman. Nabila moved to Aotearoa 6 years ago from Singapore. She'd like to thank her whānau from Singapore and Te Tihi o Maru, her friends and her supervisors for their endless aroha and their inspiring dedication to the struggle for decolonisation and liberation everywhere. Ka pai, kia ora.
Strong relations of solidarity between Indigenous Māori and Asian Tāiwi are important to advance decolonisation in Aotearoa. Nabila Husna's thesis investigates the unstudied perspectives and experiences of Southeast Asian Tāiwi activists, educators, to help strengthen the social movement to honour Te Tiriti o Waitangi and enable constitutional transformation. Chancellor, I present Nabila Husna binti Abdul Rahman to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Sociology.
Will Dreyer. Raised in Ōtepoti, Dunedin, Will would like to give his deep thanks to his parents, Annette and Clive, for shaping his best qualities, his supervisors, Fiona and Maria, for their advice and trust, and most of all, his partner, Laura, for her support, friendship, and love.
In Aotearoa, New Zealand, parliamentary select committees are the engine rooms of Parliament. Will used interviews and detailed analysis of committee reports to examine how select committees scrutinise legislation. He argued that although they have the ability to act as strong checks on the government, they normally act in ways complementary to the government's interests. Chancellor, I present Will Dreyer to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Political Science.
Marama Salsano. Ngai tūhoi te aitanga māhaki, Ngāti Pro, Ngāti Wairere, the daughter of te Marama Aku Hata and Atareta Tautau. Marama is a writer, scholar, editor and artist who works as a senior research fellow at Te Manawa Hokura Research Centre at Te Wānanga o Aotearoa. Marama owes her success to her whānau, friends, and her incredible supervisors, Alice and Aronui.
Marama's thesis in creative writing explored multi-genre as a Māori and Indigenous creative approach and wove together different types of writing to assert her existence as a te aitanga a mahaki wahine. Marama's words aims to expand the range of creative genres and forms that are celebrated within creative and literary studies. Chancellor, I present Marama Lee Sassano to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Creative Writing.
Louise Ware, Ngāti Rongo Whakata, Te Aitanga Māki, Ngāti Tūwharetoa, Ngāti Tahu, Ngāti Whāua. Lou would like to take this opportunity to express her deepest love and thanks to her whānau, friends and supervisors. Your guidance, support and encouragement made this journey possible. We also take this time to acknowledge the passing of Dr. Hilary Stace, supervisor, activist, and friend to many. Moi mai rā, Hilary.
Louise Moana-Ware grappled with the realities of power within research and evaluation paradigms as they relate to disability communities. She explored with lived experience, leaders and allies, how we might build relational evaluation ecosystems that are disabled person and Whānau-led. Chancellor, I present Louise Moana-Ware to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Health and Wellbeing.
To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates. Oh, sorry.
Oscar, you can sit down now. You will notice that our new PhDs have moved to sit with the university staff. This acknowledges their academic achievements and welcomes them to the College of Academics. Homaia no te pakipaki. We now move on to honouring further graduates listed in the presentation of graduates. Kelly Keen Tuala, Ngāti Kahungunu, ki Wairarapa, Rangitāne me Ngāpuhi, lecturer in Te Kawa, Maui, will announce each graduate and their iwi. A representative from each faculty will be announced by Kelly and they will present their certificates.
To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Architecture and Design and Innovation, please welcome Natasha Perkins, no Ngāti Porou me te Whānau a Aronui. With the Bachelors of Design Innovation, please come forward. Baby Baldwin. Baby is forever grateful for the love and support from their parents, as well as their siblings and their friends. Baby's academic journey would not be possible without them. Catherine Parkinson, Tainui. Catherine expresses heartfelt gratitude to her grandmothers Rana and Barbara for their courage, resilience, and teachings in fabric and sewing, her parents Chandra and John for their kindness and encouragement, and her partner and best friend Hunter for his unwavering love and support. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Education, please welcome Associate Dean, Māori in the Faculty of Education, Dr. Hiria McRae, Te Aroa Ngai Tūhoi, Ngāti Kahungunu. Would the Master of Education please come forward? Poirangi Warren, te whakatohia te whānau āpanui. Mai ngā kuri a whārei ki tihirau, for those beside her and those who have gone ahead. To Poirangi's mum, papa, her uncles, aunts, long-time friends, and the doctors who supervised her, ka mua, ka muri. Your spoken words were a joy. Your lived experience cannot be replicated, and Poirangi feels truly blessed. Kia ora. Would the Bachelor of Education Teaching please come forward? Rizan Ombla Veri. Would the Graduate Diploma in Teaching Primary please come forward? Mary Morton-Jones Golding. Rongo whakaata. Rongo whakaata, Ngāti Kaipoho. Mary would like to thank her husband, friends and whānau for their love and support throughout her studies, especially after her accident. She is deeply grateful to them all and to the university for allowing her to continue and complete her degree over an extended period while she recovered. Kia ora. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Health, please welcome Associate Professor Clive Aspin o Ngāti Maru, Ngāti Whanaunga me Ngāti Tamatera. Would the Masters of Health please come forward? Nai Malaine Ronaki, Tapuika Waitaha Ahei, Ngāti Pikiao, and Ngā Te Koro Savu Savu. Nai gratefully acknowledges Associate Professor Anna Matheson for her tautoko and guidance on her dissertation about healthy families rotorua. She would also like to mihi to her partner Dakota for his aroha and support, and to her whānau for inspiring her master's journey. Toi tū te ao Māori. Kia ora. Olivia Pro. Ka pai. Kia ora, Olivia. To present the degrees and congratulate our graduates from the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, please welcome the Head of School of Te Kawa Maui, Dr. Mike Ross, no Ngāti Hauora. Would the Master of Applied Linguistics please come forward? Arish Al-Habi. Arish is a mother of 3 teenagers and an English teacher who put her family and students first, quietly setting aside her own dream for 20 years. Today, she proudly fulfills that dream. She thanks her husband, her sons, and her wider whānau for their constant love and support. Kia ora. Would the Master of Arts please come forward? Willow Milligan, Tauiwi Pākehā. Born in Mohua, Willow is a descendant of France, Ireland, Germany and England. He would like to mihi to mana whenua ki Mohua e Ngāti Tama ki te tauihu for the tautoko and trust he received during his master's studies. Willow is now working in the tai ao of Mohua alongside the Ahika Whānau. Kia ora. Kia ora, Willow. Would the Masters of Indigenous Studies please come forward? Pane Kumud Jael Huang. Taiwan, Ami, and Bunon Iwi. Pane would like to take this opportunity to thank Salazan for your support and the Taiwan team, Pu Māori Whānau for your love and constant support throughout Indigenous studies, as tourism success would not be possible without you. Mike, Awa, Brian, Hokimai, Peter, Leanne, Wendy, Cherie, and Tai Haere. Kia ora.
he ara, kei he ara. Kei he ara te huarahi o ngā tāngata whenua o te ao. Ora titiro whakamuri ki ngā taonga o ngā tīpuna e. Hei ahara, hei tiki tiki, hei tiki tiki, hei tiki tiki moto mahunga e. Te here ngā waka!
Stacey Morgan, Ngāti Kahungunu ki here taunga kuki airani. Stacey wishes to share her gratitude and love with her whānau and friends who have supported her throughout this journey. She also acknowledges her students, the rangatahi of Aotea College, who inspire her daily and remind her of her why. Ngā mihi aroha ki a koutou katoa. Kia ora.
He maunga, Whakapūmau, hei humanea, hei humanea, he toka tu moana, ora pigi ake kake ake hui, tora pigi ake kake ake, koi aka ia koera.
Ariana Thompson Lawrence. Ngāti konohi rongo mai wahine, ngāti rākai pāka me ngai tā manuhiri. He tiwai waka nā Maui kua mau I tōna kawa, kua u ki tōna whai. Ariana crosses the stage with her mātua, tuakana and tungane finally in the crowd. And importantly, not stuck in Australia. Third grad's a charm. To her pōneke whānau, thank you for always holding it down. And to her te whānau o te herenga waka, thank you for being by her side through all of the au kumes, the au ronas, the au kahas, and the au nos. E kore rawa te aroha e maro ki te rā. We are. Kia ora. Andre Kaufatu Vanderpark. Kaitahu, Kāti Mamoe, Ngāti Maru. Andre would like to acknowledge the enduring support and endless love provided by his friends and family, with a special acknowledgement towards his partner, Poppy, his dad, Marcel, and mum, Michelle. Andre says he wouldn't have got here without you. Iti rearea teitei kahikatea kataia. Kia ora. Would the Master of Intercultural Communication and Applied Translation please come forward? Tianyin Chen. Tia is graduating with a master's degree in Intercultural Communication and Applied Translation. She prefers to leave space for others to express their feelings, as she sees herself as an observer. Kia ora, Tien. Would the Master of Migration Studies please come forward? Tida Nien. Tida's academic journey began at the Thai-Myanmar border after forced displacement from Myanmar. This degree embodies the resilience of all who pursue education amidst displacement. Working as settlement lead, Tida thanks family, academic mentors, and the migration team at Ripeka Whero Aotearoa. Kia ora, Tita. Would the Master of Strategic Studies please come forward? Benjamin Henare Terry. Taranaki whānui Ngāti Maniapoto. Benjamin acknowledges his whānau and friends whose support has sustained him throughout his academic journey. Over the past few years, Benjamin has balanced his role in iwi governance, council committees, and as a public servant. His ambitions are to pursue a PhD and a career at the United Nations. Kia ora, Benjamin. Would the Masters of Teaching English to speakers of other languages please come forward? Tōti ngō Kuang ki rene. Born in Vietnam, Kuang came to Aotearoa to pursue her Masters in TESOL. She thanks her family, her supportive lecturers, and Victoria University for embracing her. She is grateful to all who stood by her and proudly cherishes the new version of herself who was shaped by this journey. Kia ora tō. Yuen Bao Tu Sage. Bao Tu Sage was from Nha Trang, Vietnam, graduating with a master's degree in TESOL. They'd like to thank their family and friends in Vietnam, all the friends they've made in Aotearoa, and also to all their lecturers for their love and support in this academic journey at Te Herenga Waka. Kia ora nguen. Would the Bachelors of Arts please come forward? Hana Ahi. Hana is grateful to her parents, grandparents, siblings, partner, and friends for their endless love and support. You lifted her through every challenge, and she wouldn't have reached this milestone without you. Kia ora, Hana. Annie Budd. Ngāti kahungunu ki Wairarapa, Ngaitara, Ngāti Moe ki Papawai, Clan Armstrong. Annie is an uri of Tūtere Moana and Annie Eliza Te Haere Te Jury, graduating with a bachelor's degree with majors in Māori Resource Management and Development Studies and a minor in Te Reo Māori. She thanks her grandparents for sharing their love of whenua, whakapapa and community with her. Kia ora, Annie. Atlas Alwyn Coffey. Ngāti Maniapoto. Atlas wishes to express gratitude to friends, whānau and university staff for all the ongoing awhi, support and encouragement that have made this academic achievement possible. Atlas hopes in concluding their studies to apply their learnings and make positive change to the wider community. Kia ora, Atlas. Kimi hia Garcia Grace. Ngāti toa, Ngāti Porou. Kimi here is graduating with a Bachelor of Arts in Media Studies and a minor in Creative Writing. He would like to thank his whānau for their love and support throughout this journey and his professors for granting all those last-minute deadline extensions. Kia ora, Kimi here. Tiana Graham, Ngāti Kauwhata, Ngāti Raukawa, Rangitāne me Ngāti Porou. Ko tainui te waka, ko ruahine te maunga, ko oroua te awa, ko Ngāti Kauwhata, Ngāti Raukawa, Rangitāne me Ngāti Porou ngā iwi, ko Kauwhata te whare tipuna, ko kaiwi te marae matua. Tiana would like to acknowledge her dad and mum for the ongoing support, her partner and all her friends. Kia ora, Tiana. Hadi Rezwan. Hadi came to Aotearoa as a young boy with a dream, to make a difference. Graduating today with his little boy looking on makes it extra special. Grateful for this beautiful journey and for everyone who helped him to make it possible, especially his amazing wife. Kia ora, Hadi. Amanda Stewart. Ngāti Raukawa ki te tonga o Ngāti Kikopiri. Amanda is grateful to her whānau for their constant support, aroha and encouragement during her studies. Every step of this journey has been shared with those who lifted her up. She will be taking this degree with her as she starts her next degree in counselling, guided by kotahitanga and hononga. Kia ora, Amanda. Sophia Unga. Te ati haunui a paparangi, te arawa, Ngāti Piki Ao, Ngāti Porou, Ngāti Tama, Ngāti Apa, Ngāti Maniapoto. He awa kōrero. Sophia thanks her whānau and friends for being her calm in every current, especially when she was paddling the wrong way. From Whanganui to Tonga, your love has been her tide home. She walks not as one, but as many, carried by aroha, laughter, and the inevitable. Are you done yet? Kia ora, Sophia. Hiria Wawatai. Ngāti Porou. Hiria is incredibly grateful for the support of her whānau and friends who have been a source of both encouragement and exhortation. After more than a decade of studying intermittently, she looks forward to never again having to answer the question, so when will you finish your degree? Kia ora, Hiria.
Ka
would now like to invite Professor Peter Ads no Te Atiawa from Te Kawa Maui to present the Te Kawa Maui Awards.
Tēnā koutou katoa. It is my pleasure this morning to present the Ruka Tarangiahuta Broughton and the Dr. Were Mupaka Memorial Award and a brand new Te Kawa Maui Postgraduate Prize, starting firstly with the Ruka Broughton Award. This award was established in 1987 in memory of Ruka Tarangiahuta Broughton, a lecturer in Te Kawa Maui and a nationally renowned tohunga who passed the previous year. The award recognises the top undergraduate student in Te Kawa Maui who displays the attributes of Ruka Broughton, particularly in the areas of te reo, tikanga and mātauranga Māori. This year, I am pleased to award the taonga to Taranaki a Young Grace no Ngāti Ruanui. And now the Dr. Were Mupaka Memorial Award. This award was established in 1987 in recognition of Dr. Were Mupaka's lifelong contribution to education. Prior to his death, Victoria University conferred him with an honorary doctorate in acknowledgement of this work. Dr. Parker was responsible for the naming of our meeting house, Te Tumuherenga Waka. The award recognises the achievement of a student who embodies the meaning of Te Tumuherenga Waka and contributes to the life of Te Herenga Waka as part of their academic journey. This year, I am pleased to award this taonga to Meriaida Pautu, mō Ngāti Parau, Kahungunu and Rangitāne. And now the Te Kawa Maui Postgraduate Prize. This prize recognises an exceptional postgraduate student who has successfully completed the Masters of Indigenous Studies, the MINDS program we call it, and demonstrated the importance of manaakitanga, whanaungatanga and tino rangatiratanga in research that contributes to the oranga of Māori and Indigenous communities. This year, I am pleased to award this taonga to Stacey Morgan, mō Ngāti Kahungunu, ki here taonga. Kia ora.
It is a tradition at this university that the last of the formal speeches is given by one of our newest graduates. Ai te whānau ko tata mitu. Hoi anō, the address given on behalf of all the graduates is delivered by a student who has stood out in their time at Te Herenga Waka, Victoria University of Wellington, by exemplifying the qualities we seek to instil in our graduates. Today's address will be given by Ari Thompson Lawrence, no Ngāti Porou, Ngāti Rākai Pāka, Rongo Mai Wahine, Te Mahia, Ngai Tā Manuhiri, Rongo Whakata. Ari has graduated today with a Master of Indigenous Studies. E te iwi, homai te pakipaki mō Ari.
Ka tisiro whakawahoa hau ki te awe rāhiri maira. E kapakapa ana te pauhaki arangiahuta me Were Mupaka hei tohu whakanui i tēnei o ngā rangi hirahira mā tātou katoa. I te kotahitanga o ngā tini waka kua tōia mai ki te Tumuherenga Waka, nā reira koutou kua kao mai nei runga i te reo karanga o te rā, nei au ka mihi. Taku whare ona mata, taku whare reo, taku whare keo-keonga, taku whare mātauranga. Tū mai rā te tumu herenga waka, nau mai hoki mai. Tū ake rā ngā mokopuna, a hari ko tahi tau ki a koe. Tū mai rā te kuini Māori. Te ariki nui ngā waihonoi te pō tatau te whero te tuawaru. Katohia he wai māku, katohia he wai mā te motu. Kei ngā kai urungi, ngā kai hautu o tēnei herenga waka, tēnā hoki koutou. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi. Kei aku whakatamarahi ki te rangi, tēnā koutou and morena. The great doctor, Karna Kelly, once told me, ka poto te tangata, kia poto te kōrero, and all I can say is I'll do my best. Heoi, kōwei tēnei. My name is Paikia Pirana, and I come from a long line of chiefs stretching all the way back to Hawaii. I always wanted to do that. Anyways, I'm kidding. My name is actually Ariana, but the rest is true, just as it is for the rest of us, as we are all seeds sown in Rangiatea. When I started at this university in 2017, I didn't know a whole lot about anything, similar to a few of us, I'm assuming, or even if I'd make it to the end of my diploma. Yet there's a random event in the original Ngā Mokopuna. I was in conversation with Dr. Mike Ross and Dr. Carson Lundqvist, who had the absolute audacity to use scary words like PhD, Masters, and Ari, that's me again, in the same sentence as if that made sense. But shockingly, they were right, and I indeed graduated from Te Tohu Māoritanga and continued on with my bachelor's, and I graduate today with my master's. And a tōna wā tau a PhD e kitea. When I finished my bachelor's, I thought my time at university was over, but the universe, I mean certain uni academics, had other ideas. The first was Dr. Hedia McRae, who presented me with the opportunity to teach te reo for her tauira in the School of Education. And I thought, why me? What did I do? Some, if not many of us, might resonate with that feeling. But because I love my language, I accepted. Later on, it was Dr. Aronui te huia, tēnā koe, who offered me a teaching fellowship with Te Kawa Maui. And again, I thought, why me? But again, I said yes because I love my language, I love Te Kawa Maui. And little did she know, her offer allowed me to fulfill my dream, which was fully realised with the long-awaited return of our whare. Because I'm now teaching in the very place where it all began for me in 2017, at the start of Te Tohu Māoritanga, Mā 11, Te Tumu Herenga Waka. But this time, instead of being the student, I'm the lecturer. Ka aroha to you all. And amazingly, I get to water even more rangiatean seeds with the aroha for te reo, just as my lecturers had done before me. I also suspect this is all eventuated because of a name planter by the name of Kelly Keen Tuala. But there's one seed I have no desire or intention to plant, and that is the one of self-doubt. Of what did I do to deserve this opportunity, because that seed grows into a tall tree of, nah, it'll be all right, I'll take what I can get. This e ma is what I'd like us to rest, or to stop. We deserve more, we deserve better, and it's okay for us to even want more than that. Because why not? And why not you for this opportunity, or me, or us? Be a kumara, or don't. Kei a koe, but our people have too long a history of accepting less than what we deserve and what is owed to us. Did Tāwhaki give up in his ascension to Tiki Orangi? When acquiring all three kete, did he reckon, oh nah, that's too generous, just one for me please? Or rather, did Tāne go, nah, I like this cramped, cold and dreary existence of mine, squished between my parents and all my siblings, you know, it's actually quite neat over here. Or did Wairaka just let Mātātua drift off to the sea and say, he wahi ne noa hau, me pēhea rā hoki au? E kao, absolutely. Because tell me, why should we accept mediocrity from ourselves or our so-called leaders, our whānau or our friends? We need to strive for betterment, for success, for aroha, what is tika, whatever that may look like. And it must start with all of us, and it has, because someone here today, or a few of us here today, wanted different, wanted better, and wanted to succeed. And here we are celebrating them, and so it has already begun with us. And so, to my fellow graduates, take this new challenge ahead of you, just as our tipuna did. Rite ki a tāwhaki, nau te ara I piki, nau hoki ngā kete I tiki. Rite ki a tāne, nau te rangi me te whenua, I whakawehe, kia puta ai ki te ao marama. Rite ki a wairaka, nau te waka I tō ia mai, ki konei kia tai mai kia whakanui I a tātou, I tāhau, I tutuki. And maybe, like Maui, do it with the absolute cheek of your ancestors, because I'm sure they'll rather hianga as well. And when you do so with the ira atua within you, the ira atua that began as a kākano and rangiatea. Make sure that that seed is watered and nourished with the meanest and most bountiful pāhara keke that will help change the narrative from why to why not. From what I don't deserve this to this is a reflection of the mahi I have done so far. And if you reckon you haven't done much, someone else reckons otherwise. So, though your time here at Te Herenga Waka might be over for now, your time in the world is not. And also remember, ko te ao kei te kapu tono o tō ringa, nā reira puritia kia u, puritia kia mau. Tipu matoro ki te ao I kia nei no hau, because that whakatauki said so. Not the one of the oyster, the better one about the middleberry in mātauranga. So kea kunui, kea kurahi, kia whakanui a ko tātou I te rangi nei, and can I get a huro? Huro! Ka pai, tēnā tātou.
Hana! 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 Hana!
Tēnā koe Ari. So addressing the graduates today, you have celebrated as graduates of Te Herenga Waka Victoria University of Wellington. Although you may have completed your formal association with this university as a student, you are now warmly welcomed as a valued member of the university's alumni community. This great university, with more than 100 years of scholarship, throughout your future career or further study, I am sure you will meet many others who will tell you proudly that they have also studied here. So we look forward to staying in touch with you and hearing of your future progress. Thank you.
Would everyone now be upstanding for our final act of this graduation celebration? It is our pleasure to invite Dr. Mike Ross, Tumuaki of Te Kawa, Maui, to perform the karakia Whakapūmau on our new graduates.
Te matatai koe ke whakatū tāre o ki te rangi. Aronui e, hui e! Tai ki e! Ka tāki nā te kawa ko te kawa nui, ko te kawa roa, ko te kawa whakatike āhua nō mai nō tiki o rangi. I tipu ko te pū, ko te ueo, ko te take, ko te rito, ko te pūkenga, ko te Wāhanga, ko te tāura, ko te tauira. Tēnei nā te āwhinu, ki te āwhirangi no te oro i o matua. I koea, i te take, ue, nuku e ue, rangi. Tēnei ka hoho ki runga ki te tikoa, ki runga ki te tāpito, ki runga ki te kāhui o ngāriki. Kia puta atu e nei tauira, i te whare wānanga nei, ki te whai ao, ki te ao mārama. Aronui e, hui e! Tai e! Whakarongo rā e tāre. Ki te ahurewa, ki te pūkenga, ki te wānanga, ki te tāura, ki te tauira. I poea i te take tēnei te tupu i ho whakaurua tia ke ngā maunga tapu ko tipo o te rangi o tapito o te rangi. I tā ke a mai ko te tapu, ko te mana, ko te Māori o ngātua. E hoho no mai no i o matua kore, ka whakatakina mai ki tohu ki e nei tāura. Kia māhe te hua mā ki runga ki tēnei papa. E papa tātaki no whati nuku no whati rangi. Tēnā, whakamana kia tū ki te rangi. Uhi, oero, tau mai te Māori. Hauni e, hui e! Tai e!
E noho. Akua nei ka karangahia tātou ki te kai. Shortly we will be called in for kai. Kai will be served here today in ngā mokopuna. There are spaces around the marae to have photos and the university photographer will be moving about. So Whānau, feel free to have photos with your newly minted graduate. Don't forget to tag the university in your socials and like or love everybody's memories. Hoi anō, kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, kua tai tātou ki te mutunga o tēnei hui Whakapūmau. Hūrō! 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 Kia tauna manaakitanga ki runga i a koutou katoa i tēnei wā o hine raumati. Meri krihimete, me ngā mihi o te tauhou, tēnā koutou katoa. Whakanuia mai anō ngā ākona o te Herenga Waka, 2025 mārima. That's it, kua mutu whānau.